In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to preserve eggs so you can have them all winter long, especially if you are a chicken owner. You know that around the fall equinox, they stop laying eggs or they don't lay them as frequently. And so when we get to November and December, we're barely getting any eggs, which can be so sad. And I personally do not like to purchase them in the store. So I have found a way to preserve eggs to last me up to a year, and it takes actually under 10 minutes. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that today. Show you exactly what you need to preserve eggs. You're going to need a half-gallon jar. You can use a quart jar, but you're not going to get a lot of eggs, of course, in a quart jar. So I like to use a half a gallon jar, and I get a couple of these. Make sure it has an airtight lid. So I just have a regular mason jar wide mouth lid on it. You are going to want filtered water that does not have any chlorine in it. If you do have chlorine in your water, you can just let your water sit out for about 24 hours, and then the chlorine actually evaporates from the water. And then you're going to want pickling lime. This is the brand Mrs. Wages, and it just says pickling lime on it. And then of course you are going to want your eggs. I have actually stored up eggs for a couple weeks now. I have made sure that the eggs that I'm collecting from the chicken coop are clean and still have their bloom on them. So that just means that they haven't been washed off. And I'm just making sure that there's no poop or anything like that on the eggs. Next, what you're gonna do is go ahead and make your pickling solution. This is water and my pickling lime, and the ratio is 1 ounce to every 1 quart of water. And I just have that ready, and I stir it up really well, and then I go ahead and I pour it into my jar. The one thing I did not mention is that it is very handy to have a small kitchen scale like this one for weighing out the 1 ounce of pickling lime. So now I'm just going to go ahead and pour the lime solution into my quart jar. I'm just doing 1 quart of that in my 2-quart jar because obviously the eggs are going to make the water level rise. And then I make sure that, again, my eggs are very clean, have not been washed, and I'm putting them pointy side down in the jar. And it's okay to get your hands wet, as you can see. And actually, my shirt got pretty wet too, so you might want to wear an apron. And that one had a little bit of like hay on it. So again, pointy side down and fill up the jar. As you can see, I'm just finishing filling up the jar so that it's to the top, but I want to make sure that all of my eggs are actually covered by the lime water solution and they're not exposed to any air. So I actually lost count, but I think I got about 10 eggs in this 2-quart jar, and you just leave it with the airtight lid in a dark space where it's cool.